Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Bills Stadium here in Orchard Park. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wild card game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Singletary with his first carry of the game. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Singletary, the ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Coming to you.
Allen now looks to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab.
To step on Diggs.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Returnable for Grant. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
38-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 38. He'll set up to throw. Going for Boykin, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
Gain of a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And that is incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And now it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Brings up 2nd.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
That's a gain of 3.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 1.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Josh Allen keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through.
Bills 7, Ravens nothing.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They'll have a 1st down past the 40. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. It's a big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Here's Dobbins pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Dobbins the ball carrier.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Bills 7, Ravens nothing.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
At the 21-yard line.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen, and that is incomplete here. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And able to find John Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Singletary. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Single.
From the gun, it's Allen. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Allen. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
2-yard line.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They will run with Singletary. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
You ready? 29 is the Mike 29. 65.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Brings up 3rd and 7.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Singletary here running out of the gun, and he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. The kick by Bass is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
First down, Ravens.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 50. This is caught at the 20. And he will be taken down inside the Buffalo 20.
Miles Boykin.
A big play that time for the Ravens. 46 yards.
First down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
He's brought down
Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
No gain on the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Allen going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 35.
Prime time,
and
baby.
All the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 70 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Jakeem Grant now to return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
That's caught inside the 20. And he will be taken down inside the Buffalo 20. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 51 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jerry Hughes. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Lets it go for Nelson. That's caught at the 25.
Get off the field.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. J.J. Nelson. 59 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead. And the lead will grow by one more.
Makes the score Bills 24, Ravens nothing.
After the touchdown pass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running?
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he'll get this back across the midfield. Strikeman down to the 47-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
Now a run with Singletary. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
On the ground, it's Singletary. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run here with Singletary. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Jimmy Smith.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. You got 3 down. Alert.
They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he'll get this up awfully close to a 1st down, but by the looks of it, might be a yard shy. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Bass is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Dobbins, the ball carrier. The tackle by A.J. Epinesa. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Looking left side. Andrews with it complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 14. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a carry for Dobbins. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Jerry Hughes on the stop.
1-yard gain.
On 2nd and 9. Jackson.
At the 13-yard line.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It was Matt Judon that time who worked his way in to blow that play up.
Back at the 44-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Here's Singletary down to the 25.
Singletary.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, Hilliard, and he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 19-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. 5 wide.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game. A message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought
well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This time Jackson will throw it. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Baltimore.
Miles Boykin, 50 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Bills 34, Ravens 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will make it into the end zone. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And it's looking like they are going to get the victory here, and it will not be one and done in these playoffs. Of course, you remember the disappointment of 12 months ago, and they're trying to erase that memory right now.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On play action, Allen. Man open left side is Brown. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
That's good.
A big play here for Buffalo. 49 yards.
10 at the 24-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. First carry here for Tywan Jones. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Second down and 8. Allen is actually going to throw it here. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Now a desperation throw, deep depth. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, an even 90 yards. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me wasn't
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's looking like they are going to get the victory here, and it will not be one and done in these playoffs. Of course, you remember the disappointment of 12 months ago, and they're trying to erase that memory right now.
That catch good for only a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
2-yard line.
Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.